Okay, so last round I had a dominating board position and then my computer crashed. So I wasn't really able to, play that game. So my opponent kind of just got a free win, like the good old Portal Shade, Ferocious Roar, and then timeout. So he snagged himself a free win. So I'm gonna have to play against Mr. Ada in round 3. I'm 1-1. I think this is a pretty good deck. So I would have liked the last win, but thankfully it doesn't matter that much because it's not expert. I cannot remember how many Dark Forged are in this deck. A day has passed, by the way, since rounds 2 and 3. So I've got a Duskhammer and a Dark Shard Witch. Dark Heart, yeah. Portal Shade's decent, just a large creature. I think the Werewood Ranger or the Shadeclaw Zombie have more upside. Probably going to play the Werewood Ranger. This is what, an 8-10 rank 2? Which is pretty... I do have a zombie... I don't have a zombie Dread Knight, do I? I don't think I do. I just have pump spells. So I'm going to play the Shadeclaw Zombie. I think it has higher upside than Werewood Ranger, so I think it's really, really close between the two of them. And I didn't draw Dark Forged, which kind of sucks. But I did draw Necroslime, which is like one of my favorite cards in this deck. It gets so big so fast. And I have to turn the sound down because every time my creatures regen or I play a spell, my headphones deafen me. But I still want to hear that something's happening, so I'm not turning it all the way down. So he plays a Vengeful Spirit to kill my Shadeclaw Zombie, which actually would be pretty good if, that mattered at all. I'm just going to chump with the Necroslime because it doesn't really matter. Grow. I don't want to take 8. And the Necroslime's not really going to grow that big in rank 1. The second card I play, it's between Ravager or Symbiote. I think Symbiote has more upside with the Necroslime, so I'm going to just play that. And I'm not playing things in the center. I could play things in the center like now because I know my opponent's not a Loyan, but I don't really see a reason. My lanes don't really matter a whole lot, to be honest. And if he wants to play a trick to kill my Necroslime, like Blood Bindings or something, I think that's good for me because it means he's using a removal spell just to get in with a Dragon Slayer. Well, not good for me, but it's not good for him either. It's like he's not leveling a creature just to get damage in. That kills my Symbiote, which kind of sucks. But Gravegeist is bad. It's not a Duskspire Zombie is like the good Gravegeist. I think it's a 2/5 with regen 4 at rank 2. It's got regen 4 at every rank, and it's like a 6/9, and then it's a 16/19. It gets really, really big at rank 3. But this card is way too small to actually matter just about any point in the game, so I can ignore this for quite a few turns. I don't want to put a creature in front of it right now because there's no reason to, so I'll just play Plunder Imp, take his Route Wanderer, and then play... He's what, Nutera? So this doesn't really have a use unless he has Gemhide Basher. Lightbringer Cleric's fine, it gains me some life. It becomes a 10/10, or would I rather have a Feather Fang for the 12 power. My power on my creatures are all pretty weak, so maybe I just play the Feather Fang. I could even put it in front of the Gravegeist, but I don't really need to. I can just have an aggressive 6-power threat instead of letting him use a spell on Feather Fang that won't even kill Gravegeist. So this way I can play Duskhammer and Catacomb Spider. I already played a Shadeclaw Zombie, so leveling up another Dark Forged is pretty important. And Duskhammer is definitely the best standalone Dark Forged, I think, because it's a 10/8 with Trample at rank 2 and a 15/12 at rank 3. That's on level stats for power, and it's just slightly weak in the toughness regard. So Blood Binding's my Imp. I haven't seen any Dark Forged out of him, so I'm fine letting the Shadeclaw Zombie live. I will just play Duskhammer here and Catacomb Spider elsewhere. Because Catacomb Spider scales a lot better than Vigor Wisp into rank 3. And my deck, I think this deck has the tools just to go long. Because when Shadeclaw Zombie comes back to my turn, it's only going to have 4, maybe up to 6 toughness. Which is not a huge amount. I can't kill 6 in my hand, but I can kill 5, which is only 1 Dark Forged. Which is far more likely than 2 Dark Forged. Especially since I haven't seen him play any yet. Usually if you have Dark Forged, you want to play them ASAP, as soon as you can. He could also have Zombie Dread Knight, which would actually be a huge pain to deal with. I'd probably have to play Portal Shade and then Twin Strength something. Vigorous Twin Strength actually heals my Duskhammer, if I want to go that route. That actually might be the route I go, because I think this is a good Twin Strength turn. Like, I can give regen to my Vigor Wisp and block with Shadeclaw Zombie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the play. The only question is whether I play a creature in front of this Patriarch or not. Or would I rather Twin Strength? I think I would rather Twin Strength, because it heals my Duskhammer up to almost full by doing this. Because the Vigorous heals the Duskhammer when it heals, and I give it regen, so it heals the Duskhammer. And Duskhammer should go up to 6 toughness. 7/6. So he pretty much has to play a level 2 creature to kill it. Like that one. That's an annoying one. Oh, I definitely didn't want him to have 2 level 2 creatures. So what do I do here? I think I just play the Darkshard Witch, drain him for 1. I can save this Vigor Wisp with Verdant Spear, but does that matter? Probably. I'm basically trading Verdant Spear for, you know, a level 2 creature. And none of my other cards are that impactful, so I think this is worth it. I also gain a lot of life this turn, just randomly. From the +2 from Darkshard and the +5 from Verdant Spear. Like, it's not a great play, but it's, you know, a decent play. This has 10 toughness, correct? Yes. And again, I can ignore that for a couple turns. I could probably kill it with Shadeclaw Zombie. No, I guess not, because it would die. Because it only has regen 2, so it has an effective 12 toughness on a block. Because he would take 6, then regen 2 up to 6, and then it would die. So I need to find something a little sturdier to block the Gravegeist with. Or Gravegast with. So I'm likely just going to have to ignore it for a couple turns while I look elsewhere on the board. Which is probably going to be Shadeclaw Zombie and Symbiote. Maybe Cavern Slime is 12 power, right? But this is a 10/10. Yeah, it's hard to say which is better. I think I'd prefer having a 10/10 than a 12/4. Though, with a Werewood Patriarch in his deck, and a Shadeclaw Zombie has 15 power at rank 2, 3. So maybe it's better to have a Cavern Slime, because it'll do a little more for me. This Route Wanderer is nothing for him. I might as well just block it. Because he would have to put a lot of pump spells into that. I guess it's only 3 damage, I can block it on my turn. Shadeclaw Zombie. Hopefully, if I draw the Duskhammer, that would be really good for me right now. I drew the Duskhammer. Excellent. Duskhammer and a Necroslime. So now I can put Duskhammer in front of the Gravegast, Necroslime in front of the Route Wanderer to kill his Route Wanderer, pump my Shadeclaw Zombie, and have Necroslime to start, you know, being big. Don't I have a Ferocious Roar in this deck? I think I do. Yeah. I just hadn't seen it yet, so I was wondering if I had gotten confused with another draft I had done. Because again, there's like a day in between these two drafts. This is -6, I think? Yeah, so I guess my Shadeclaw Zombie just dies. Especially if he Blood Bindings after combat. Why bother playing Vengeful Spirit if you're just going to Blood Bindings? Does this change my play any? I could play Featherfang instead of Duskhammer, but I think Duskhammer is still the best play. And Necroslime for sure, because it gets gigantic. It's +4/+4 every time you hit a creature. And I've got a lot of things with regen I've leveled. Vigor Wisp is not one of them. But I can at least chump block this Vengeful Spirit with a relatively useless creature. Though, likely I'm going to have to throw Nether Decay on something, and then play Vigor Wisp. And just be content taking 5 from this Vengeful Spirit for like 3 or 4 turns. Depending on what I draw next turn. If I can keep the Vigor Wisp in play and heal it somehow, it can heal up my other creatures, which is pretty nice. I have a level 2 Verdant Sphere, Earthsign Strength, a First Restore, and a Toxic Boon to pump it. Which is a pretty good selection of spells. This Catacomb Spider is just a chump blocker. So yeah, I definitely Nether Decay the Shadeclaw Zombie and play Vigor Wisp. I can ignore his Vengeful Spirit, because it would kill my Vigor Wisp, but I'm not really about that. And I'll just hit the Vigor Wisp to make my slime bigger. Yeah, Shadeclaw Zombie dies from the Nether Decay. I drew a level 3 Necroslime, which is nice. And I can finally block his Vengeful Spirit with a useless creature, or Blood Bindings. Probably Blood Bindings, since I think it scales a little better than Grapple Vine. It's like a 5/12 rank 2. Yeah, that's not very good. Drawing a Pump Spell actually would have been probably ideal there, because it could heal my Necro Slime. I guess it just dies to Vengeful Spirit. So he has 2 level 3 Vengeful Spirits in his deck now. I mean, he has 1 that he hasn't drawn yet. So I killed my Vigor Wisp. I guess I just wanted to level the Blood Bindings, because it's -6/-6 at rank 2, which kills almost every level 3 creature if I got the kicker on it. So we'll put Necro Slime just in a random lane. Neither one of us really has any lane interaction stuff. Got a Catacomb Spider? No, this is +6/+6 every time I hit, or +8/+8 every time it hits a creature. So it's 22/22 when it gets to my turn. So we give it -9/-9. Is he going to play another removal spell on it? Because he spends his turn playing another removal spell. Yeah, this isn't good, because now I can play Featherfang, hit it with Necro Slime, pump my guy up to an 11/11, or 13/13, because I can't count. I still think it's +6/+6, and then play Catacomb Spider in the mid lane. This way he has to block Necro Slime again. It kills any level 2 creature that I've seen from his deck. It doesn't kill Shadeclaw Zombie, which is the only level 3 creature I think he has. I mean, I'm not paying too close attention. And I chose to hit the Featherfang instead of the Catacomb Spider because I can regen the Featherfang if he chooses not to block it. But I can't regen the Catacomb Spider. And 5 and 8 is not a whole lot of difference, but there's a lot of difference between 10 and 7. Because there are rank 1 creatures with 7 power. But there's like nothing with 10 power. And 8 is everything that's level 2 that I've seen. Zombie Infantry, not a great level 3 card. It's just a decent creature. It's nothing to write home about. He's gonna pump it with a Torgmine Bender. I mean, that's fine, because I can just block out Glowfy Siren. My Siren's not really doing anything else. Excuse me. So now I'll regen... Well, I'm definitely gonna play the Siren here, because I don't really have anything else to do with it. Playing the Siren instead of Toxic Booning his guy because I would gain life off the Siren. I can regen the Featherfang back up to... This is region 4, correct? So it would go to 9-2 is 7. 7's okay. Would I rather have the Dark Shard Witch? Probably not, because that way he can't chump it with a level 1 creature. He can still kill it with Vengeful Spirit, but his Vengeful Spirits basically kill anything, so that's not even really a consideration. So we've got the level 3 Shadeclaw and the level 3 Duskhammer in our deck that we have chances of drawing, plus a level 3 Dark Shard Witch now. The Dark Shard Witch is actually pretty good. It's given me a lot of life this game. I've played it twice now with just 1 ally apiece, so that's 5 health plus the Vigor Wisp, so that's 10 health. I've taken 5 health from him and just gained 10. That's a weird block. The Grapple Vine doesn't really do a whole lot. Okay, he pumps it with a Werewood Patriarch. That's kind of adorable. Unfortunately, my play is not spectacular. I only have 1 good creature, and I can't kill that Patriarch with basically anything on my hand, so I think I'm going to play my own Grapple Vine in front of his Grapple Vine. That way I get to keep a creature on the board and kill his guy. And then draw all my level 1 cards, so I guess I have to play Symbiote in front of Patriarch, and then probably Toxic Boon one of my creatures. That's it's enough to kill it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's -9/-9. So he Groot Mealed to save his Grapple Vine. It doesn't matter too much, I think. At the end of my turn, the board will be empty, except for I'll have a Dark Shard Witch, and he'll have nothing. So I put a guy here, and I put a guy here. It's probably better to play the Cavern Serpent, because level 2 Cavern Serpent can kill him if we ever go to rank 5. And then I drew Necro Slime again. That's very good. I don't really want to play Duskhammer because there's no upside to Duskhammer now. It's just a 15/12. I'd have to go into next rank and draw, because I've already drawn all my Dark cards this time. My Dark Forged. I guess the only one I haven't drawn is Dark Shard Witch. Is that worth it? Probably not. I can't really afford to take too much damage here, so what I'm going to do is block the... How much toughness does this thing have? 16? So I guess I just block the Maraphine with Vigor Wisp, and then play Necro Slime way over here. And then hopefully draw a level 3 creature next turn. Yeah, because now I can play Darkshard Witch in front of the Graveghast to drain him for 4, I believe. And then play Twin Strength and pump my Necroslime by hitting the Darkshard Witch. I also get to heal my creatures with the Vigor Wisp plus Twin Strength combo. He could Blood Bindings my Necroslime, which is -9/-9, so a creature dies this turn, which the Mara Fiend is dying this turn. He could Blood Bindings the Necroslime to kill it, and then I wouldn't have a huge... my play wouldn't be nearly as good, because I'd have to basically play Darkheart Witch here, and Twin Strength my Vigor Wisp for my Witch, which, you know, is actually still fine for me. Yeah, so he does the Blood Bindings play, but that means I can't really react to any level 3 creatures he plays, so I kind of have to hope he just doesn't have one. Or be content with ignoring it. Hopefully he plays in front of Vigor Wisp. He can't really take too much damage here, he's at 31. And he knows I have Darkshard Witches in my deck, which is a good tool of reach. Yeah, so this doesn't really do anything. This only heals every other creature, right? Yeah, okay. So we play the Witch, pump our creatures, which I probably should have waited until after combat to do that. No, I need to do it before combat so I could actually kill the Gravecast. Otherwise it doesn't do anything. So I've got two 19/6s in play, and now I can play Shadeclaw Zombie and Vigor Wisp. Or perhaps Vigor Wisp, Verdant Sphere, depending on what he has. So he's playing way too many removal spells. I think his deck could be way more aggressive, and he would be able to, you know, do a lot more. Because these Vengeful Spirits kill my creatures, but they don't do anything else. Like, they're not aggressive threats. The game has been going on for so long, mainly because my creatures are just not that threatening. Like, I have good threats that he has to kill with his Vengeful Spirits, but he's not actually... Like, if he had a 15/15, he could put it in front of my 12/5 and kill it, and still have it live. Like, but he doesn't have that. All he has is level 3 Zombie Infantries, which are 15/14s. That's, like, the biggest creature I think I've seen him play. Shadeclaw Zombie is a 12/15 with Urgent 3, which is also pretty good. So, wow, I play Catacomb Spider, buff my zombie, and give it regen. Maybe give Vigor Wisp regen, actually that's better. Toxic Boom finally doing something. I've tried it like 4 times this game. So, I guess he just pumps the Torgmund Mender. Okay. I guess he's playing around me having a removal spell. Which I do in this instance, but now my Vigorous kills this guy for basically free. I still pump it though, since I want it to live an extra turn, so I don't take 15 damage from the zombie infantry. Got the Cavern Serpent. Can play. Oh, I forgot I have Plunder Imp in this deck. I saw it in rank 1 and never again. I don't think it matters too much anymore, since the only spell he has is like level 3 Blood Bindings, and Plunder Imp's only level 2. Am I really going to go into rank 6? This is absurd. The Cavern Serpent is really, really strong as the game goes late, because it does basically 8 damage. 4 damage up front, and then another 4 if he doesn't deal with it on his turn. Which adds up pretty quickly, especially with the Darkshard Witches. So my turn is very, very likely going to be Necroslime into Cavern Serpent. I assume he's killing the Vigor Wisp this turn. With like a... Okay. I can't really afford to take 14 damage. So what I'm going to do is play Glowhive Siren, because I think the life is what, 2 to 8? Actually, you know, Cavern Serpent's better than Glowhive Siren still. And then we'll play Necroslime and give it regen. He can still kill it with Blood Bindings, but he can kill any of my creatures with Blood Bindings, so it's not really up for debate here. So I at least do afford him with the Cavern Serpent. He can Blood Bindings my Cavern Serpent to get in for 14, but then I just kill his creature with basically anything, so that's probably not what he wants to do. He can't move any of his creatures because he has Grapplevine in play. These poor Yetis, the Grapplevine's grappling. I never understood why it was grappling Yetis instead of something else. Like, it was just weird that it was... Oh, whatever. So I'm gonna make a huge Necroslime. Can I kill him with Necroslime? No, because I don't have anything weak enough. So let's just play this in front of the Ranger so it gets regen. Attack it with Necroslime, and play Duskhammer. That way Necroslime's still a 22/22. And I can play another Necroslime. Cavern Serpent's poison 6 at rank 3. So it'll just 6 damage up front, then another 6 if he doesn't deal with it. I think that's going to win me the game here. So that rank 4 level 1 Cavern Serpent was key to the victory here, I think. I mean, other than just Necroslime being gigantic, which is actually probably even more important. But you always got to remember, like, if the game starts going long and you don't think it's going to end soon, you should level the cards that give you chances of dealing with your opponent directly, such as Cavern Serpent and Dark Shard Witch. Any form of direct damage gets much better as the game goes late. I actually killed my Necroslime. If only I had another one that I could replace it with. If only. He's also taken almost 10 more vents than I have to make his plays, which is kind of disgusting. I guess he's just dead to attack, though. So sweet. That was round... what, 3? Yep. So now we're going on to round 4.